Free Black Mamas DMV came to bear in 2017. A black woman in Georgia by the name of Mary Hooks was in a conversation with some loved ones after doing court watching about bailing out black mothers. And she said, hey, what if we just started bailing out black mamas? And one of the women who was on that porch is a DC native by the name of Janae Taylor, who brought that idea back to the DMV, called myself and another one of our comrades, Nina Amuchi, and said, hey, do y'all want to bail out black mamas? And we said, hell yeah, we want to bail out some black mamas. Yeah, we bailed out 15 people in 2017, and ever since then, we've been bailing out black mothers and caretakers, queer, trans, gender nonconforming, cisgender. Like, if you are a black mother, a caretaker, a mother of community, a caretaker of community, then we've got your back. Primarily because we believe that jails and prisons do not keep our people safe.
1 in 4 Americans in the United States have some type of run-ins with the legal system. 1 in 4. So what that means is it's coming to a theater near you, and you need to pay attention. It may not be you. It may be your children, your grandchildren, your stepchildren, somebody that you care about, because it is just so saturated. The police, when we got here at this event today, we were met by armed officers with guns as we were trying to celebrate, right? That interaction was unnecessary. They're still all up and down here. They don't want us to be black. They don't want us to have black joy. They don't want us to have money. They don't want us to have education. They don't want us to be able to play ball. Like, they don't want us to be able to do anything. And so what they do in the absence of being able to try to silence us, they incriminate and they incarcerate and criminalize us.
We have posted people's bails. We have added to their commissary. We have delivered abolitionist books across Maryland at the different women's prisons. We have done warrant recalls, so helping people recall their warrants. We've done brake light clinic, and a brake light clinic because black people are most likely to be impacted by police and police violence due to something as small as like a broken tail light.
People think like, oh, you gotta go into a store and put stuff in your pocket, or you have to be on drugs to be in jail, or you have to commit murder. No, you can file your taxes inappropriately and still be under threat of incarceration. And that is a huge area of criminalization, especially for black women who are caretakers of children who have to file taxes. They don't know if they get a 1099 or a W-2. They don't know what to do, right?
When you look at the crimes that black women are charged with, what you see is a lot of self-defense. You see a lot of things like second-degree assault, which is essentially fighting. You see crimes of survival, so people trying to have the resources they need to live with dignity and feed their families. And so what we see is the prison system is not keeping communities safe. It's separating mothers from their children. It's separating loved ones from their community. And this isn't a system that's sustainable, and it needs to end. It is not just about jail and bail. It's about all of the systems and structures that fail black folks before they get into the cage and that facilitate them into the cage. So through Life After Release and through this iteration of Free Black Mamas DMV, we are really intentional about supportive services. So we believe in when people are bailed out, if they don't have access to housing, we've actually rented a space for them to stay. We give people transportation back to their court date, and we have community advocates go with them to their court date so we can make sure that people have a participatory defense with their community members. We make sure people have food and transportation to get to their vital records appointments. We make sure they can get their vital records, right? Like, when you get out of jail, you may not have a birth certificate, you may not have a social security card. And so we facilitate people helping to get those things. We help get people into jobs training programs and job placement. And then we also have an 8-week fellowship for the mamas that we bail out called the Liberation and Justice Institute, where we talk about healing mind, body, and spirit. And so what we see is that we need a holistic approach to criminalization that really allows people to get in touch with their dignity and that supports and facilitates people coming back to community with care.